hypersexual BF, 21, and nonsexual GF, 19, advice needed. So me and my boyfriend have been together for 6 months. It's my first ever boyfriend and my first ever everything essentially. When we first started dating we were jumping on each other at every opportunity. However, it's been 6 months into the relationship and I don't really care for sex. At first it was something and I was like, okay, cool, I guess. But to be honest, I didn't do it a lot for myself, but more for him. As time passed I started to feel okay with just letting him know I wasn't interested, and that's become most of the time my response to his advances, which is literally any chance we're alone. We live together, so every morning and every night after work he'll make a move and I'll just try my best to politely reject it. We typically now get it on about once or twice a week, which is what I'm comfortable with. However, as time passes he's gotten more and more frustrated and annoyed with me for not getting into it. He knows I take antidepressants and have a treatment-resistant depression, which could be a big factor as to why I have no sexual desires. And sometime he's let it be known he understands, but then a few minutes later his tone changes from "I know you don't have any desires" to "You don't have any desires and I," in a more angered, annoyed tone, blaming me for his frustration. I don't want to force myself to be in situations I wouldn't want to be in. I've let him have his way twice. Once being completely obviously not into crying and telling him to stop, and he felt really bad after and hasn't done such since. But I don't know what can solve this as it keeps being brought up. He's started getting back into therapy and taking antipsychotics hoping it'll lessen his desires. But he sometimes seems to blame me and be annoyed he's not doing that for himself but for me. I love him and we do well together, but this is our biggest issue together. Any advice would be great.